As my YouTube channel continues to grow in subscribership all around the world, Saudi Arabia, Russia, Mother Russia, parts of America, etc. Australia loves SRT vehicles. That's why I love doing SRT videos. But anyway, as my subscribership continues to grow and the money continues to grow, eventually it'll get to the point where I'll be making more than $600 a month regularly instead of $500 a month. I've made videos before that talk about making money on YouTube, and ultimately the hardest part is continuously coming up with content, which is the reason why I love reviewing new cars that come to market, which is something that I used to write about on shopping.com, ePinions.com, until I realized that the money on YouTube was so much better. Now, it feels like when 2015 comes around, I'll be entering a new era of YouTubing. YouTube is now offering a partner earning program where you come up with a channel and you can make it so people can pay to subscribe to you. Personally, right now, I honestly have no idea what I would be doing where I would actually have people subscribing to my channel. Given time, maybe I could think of something, but honestly, I really think YouTube and Facebook and other services like it of social media are going to stay mostly free. You pay me by watching the ads and by clicking on ads and looking for new products, whether you're watching my airplane videos that I'm making, or whether you're watching my car videos I'm making, or my electronic reviews. Recently, I posted a 3-part review about the Acura TLX, and I'm already getting negative complaints from people who say that I'm wrong for saying that the car is smaller and therefore it sucks, or that the plastic in the car is not befitting, you know, whatever they consider that level of car should be. But frankly, the critics and the opinions don't bother me at all. If you don't like it, that's your opinion. You can go somewhere else and you can watch one of those glowing reviews on Consumer Reports or Cars.com where they absolutely find everything right with the car and nothing wrong with it. Me personally, I don't go for it. Not me. That's not what I do. As soon as I find something to criticize, I'm criticizing it just so everybody knows why I'm criticizing it and what I plan on criticizing it for in the future if I have to. And if you don't like that, well, you can always defenestrate yourself. Look up that word if you've never heard it before. I'm really excited about the new Dodge Challenger and Charger Hellcat, and I'll be reviewing them as soon as possible. One thing that's funny about a lot of the people who post comments online about cars is that they don't seem to understand that just because the top speed of a car is listed on the speedometer doesn't mean that that car can actually get to that top speed. Sometimes there are rev limiters on cars, especially if they're German cars. Most German cars have a rev limiter that stops them at 155, regardless how much faster they can go. But despite the fact some people don't like the new Charger Hellcat, the Charger Hellcat has no speed limiter whatsoever. Its odometer and its dashboard will go all the way up to 200, but the car actually has a top speed of 205, which is only a top speed because of aerodynamics. The newer Chargers, and some people are complaining about them, the newer Chargers are aerodynamically limited, which means that if you could somehow put more power into the car, you could get that car to a higher top speed, or whatever the new transmission, the torque flight transmission, whatever that transmission will bear. When I supercharge this car, for instance, this car only goes up to 180. I don't think that there's a way to, change out the dashboard, so I'd probably have to get an electronic speedometer hooked directly to the wheel in order to find out if I could go past 180. Thing about it is, most likely I wouldn't be doing higher than 180. But what I am going to show you is a simple way of finding out what the top speed that you've gone on your Uconnect touch system is. It works the exact same way in my Jeep, and I'm just going to show you for the 300 because this video I'm going to post on the Chrysler 300 forum, since that's my Hellcat project, making a Chrysler 300 supercharged. Anyway, if you go to the nav button, boom, you touch nav, and where is it? If you go to nav, and I think you view map, right here where it says speed, if you touch speed, it'll show you the top speed that you've gone in the car, as well as a speedometer graph. So it shows you that my total mileage is 11,890 miles. My elevation right now is 174, 175. I think that comes from the satellite, so it can be off by like a foot or two. It tells you my exact moving time, and it also tells you right there your max speed. If you want to change your max speed out, what you do is you push reset, and then when the next time you're on a highway at night at 2 in the morning, you can drive another max speed. See, this is what happens when you got a fast car. All of a sudden, you park your car and you come outside and somebody puts a Pontiac G8 or whatever. Now, he could have parked anywhere else, but nope, he parked right next to me. Burning rubber. Yeah, okay, I have way more power than you in my 300 and my Jeep, and you're burning rubber. Okay, yeah. Okay. So this guy could have parked anywhere, but no. Had to park his Pontiac G8, discontinued by the way. Had to park it right next to me. Don't you just love that? It's like you can't even have a nice supercar in New York City. You can't even have nothing. People want to park right next to you. I parked specifically so nobody would park next to me. Sure enough, guy parks right next to me.